What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will at the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel. We're online at www.whatsupinthesky.com, and you are looking at once again another Apollo 17 photograph. If you followed my last four moon videos, you've seen a lot of structures, what seem to be maybe operations for mining going on, and this is another one that was taken that I feel has some of the same stuff in it. Now it's not as jaw-dropping as some of the others, but I don't know, you might find it differently. Let me show you where it's at real quick, as I always give this, I always give the links here. It's one thing I love to do because I don't want you thinking that I'm trying to cheat you or I Photoshop these things. Oh, that was one of my videos. There it is right here. It's AS17 162 24 106, and it is. If you recall some of the other videos, these were sent to me by my friend Carol out in the United Kingdom, and she sent me these. We've looked at a couple of these already. Now we're looking at this one. This one's got its right side up, so I don't think we're gonna have to do any fiddling with it. Let me see if I can move this up. I've been looking at it through a couple different ways here. There's some neat stuff on here, a couple different anomalies. The blue stuff, which I've seen on a lot of the Apollo photos, I'm not exactly 100% sure what that stuff is, or if they've been able to even say what that stuff is yet. But some of the interesting things that I want to take a look at here. Some of the anomalies are down here on the rim. We've seen people call this one the worm anomaly. It seems to have something coming off here around the corner, and it's backed off here. They seem, and what seems to be from here, it's got these little circles, one, two, three, they're just real little, like capsule things. And to think about life on the moon, see, we wouldn't know what kind of life they need. I've always heard that it was non-biological life, like robots or androids that were mining our moon, like the R2D2 bots and stuff like that. If you look real hard, you can probably maybe see a skull in that, but I don't see a lot of that stuff on the moon when I look. But then again, a lot of people have found stuff like that, or have claimed to found, just a couple of the videos I've shown some things that look like the Sphinx, some things like that. And on these, you find a lot of these spheres where they look like big domes, and you find them all over the place. But look down here. Let's take a look at some of this. See the buildings here, the rectangle buildings, and they're almost perfect when they come. And if you notice here when I back out, you see wherever there's like a little flat piece of land, they're usually there. So let's start with over here. Let's start with my favorite spot. Where is it? There's like a little, okay, here we are, the purple dome. Okay, now this one I call the purple dome because right here there's a purple bleed-in mark from the photo, but it's on another dome, and there's another one here. There's another one of these little domes right down here, and another one right here. No, is that the one right there? No, right there. There it is. And they're kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can't pump some of this stuff out and bring some of the contrast down for you guys. Nah, not as good. Um, Let me take it into Photoshop, see if it's any better in Photoshop. Well, yeah, a little bit better here, I think. Okay. So here's the dome over here. There's the purple dome, and this is in all the pictures. I've checked to make sure, because there's different versions of these pictures online. You can get the ones from the NASA website, or you get one from the Arizona State site. The Arizona State site actually did another scan of them and got them even more crisp, but the anomalies are still there. Everything's still in them. And you can see a lot of this stuff. Picture has a lot of this fake stuff on it too from NASA. These fake craters, all these beat down like what I call shadows that shouldn't even be there. They're like there for no reason. But look, here's what was interesting to me. There's this spot right here. There's this like fragment of what people are gonna say is the meteor, but what I think shows some mooning here. Shows some mining here. First, you see this one right here. There's two circles, and they look like a V8 there, and they come here and they come together off of a line. It looks like a line that's here. It's either a structure or it's part see-through, maybe it almost looks like it could be metal, like metal beams or something. This is fairly big structure though. We're talking this is no joke. So this operation is huge, and it seems like it's on a tripod. One, two, and the other one would be back here. But that's just speculation because you can only see the two here. It looks like sitting there, and it comes down, and it comes into this semicircle, goes right through it, and it cuts this circle, and it almost like it comes right down to the middle. And as you come off the middle, look how symmetric this area is alone. If you're just looking at the lines, so you follow these lines here, follow these lines there, they follow each other. Here, they give you this rectangle building here, which looks like streets mapped out, or here, check this thing out. This thing's hidden. This is up above everything at the end. So you come over here, what seems to look like, and this is pretty cool. I've looked at this a bunch of times, and what I'm going to do is I put a face. I see this is an eyeball, this is a nose, this is an eyeball, and this was a bit of mouth. Now, that's just me saying that. I'm sure that's not what it is, but it looks like something that they've done digging out of. It's had something's been dug out of it. This looks to be a some sort of triangle, not triangle, a rectangle building up on top here. And then when it comes out here, it seems to follow. See how this seems to follow a ridge? And look at the shadow here, how it comes down and it comes up and over, so you can kind of follow the shadows. Now, the whole shadowing of this whole thing is always interesting. Now look as you can come up here through this crater. Now this should be a circle, right? So what kind of weird about this is this whole wall thing right here that cuts through it. Now there's also another, where's the other? See here, another wall that cuts through here. It's almost like this area here has been drug out and basically mined. Check out here how it comes up and over the top here, and at certain spots where the walls come up, they even go up over the top and they're above this. Check another one of those round spears down there. What look to be a couple buildings over here. Um, let's see what's this up here. That's kind of interesting. Out here on the this stuff, like I said, out here on the horizon as the line of sight. Because line of sight from the this is from the command module, so it's looking down at it like this, and out in the distance there's interesting stuff out here too. It's just let me do something. Let me sharpen this up just a tad. We're on the dark side of the moon. And I got my Dark Side of the Moon shirt on, of course. There we go. Let's sharpen that up just a tad. And now also this right here is interesting here. I see this as a big circular building that's got a outbuilding on it right here and a base to it. Hopefully you can see that. And it might even be something else. It could be something that's huge, like a almost like a Sphinx thing if that was the head and that was the butt back and that was the legs and the arms. But let me see something new. So that's that right there. I cut a little piece of this out. Now I'm gonna come down here. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna do this piece for you a little bit too, so you can see what I was talking at. I think when you give these a little bit of color, sometimes it brings out the difference in it. See that right there? Um, and then here I was talking about the bridging part. It looks like there's some bridging that comes along, and the strata just follows down. And here there's this wall here that just comes up, and this here is taller. And what seems to be here is a circle piece. See if you could check it out like this. I'll show you. Watch me drop it. Right there. It just seems to be like a big circle at the part of the square. And as I come over here, this all just seems to be, what's this right here? What's causing this shadow? This is what I don't understand. If somebody could tell me what's causing this shadow, I would be a happy man. Because there's all this shadowing on here, and it just seems to be out of nothing. So let's go back to where I said that could look like a face earlier, right here, this piece right here. And let's look up here on top of this mountain. On top of this mountain, there's a bunch of what seems to be rectangles, and right here there's some more of it. And the buildings seem to be just staggered out. Then once again on the edge you got this really black nothingness. Now what is causing these black shadows in these little things right here? See how they're what would cause this? There's no sense in this. And see how they're all brought down. Check this out, how the white rim is around it here. And then if you look real closely, there's more of these spheres. I think this is all there to hide something. But this has all been added. Just like some of this darkness over here, there's really no, look at the perfectness to it, how it comes up and it's round. It almost looks like it was taken with as like a joke with a construction cardboard cutout or something of construction paper and done. But anyway, more I look at that wheel there, that's so cool. It's pretty big too. So anyway, guys, like I said, there's wasn't as much in this one compared to some of the others. I'm sure I've missed some stuff over here. If you check this right here, is kind of interesting. See how it's kind of up in the air. If you see something I missed, why don't you leave it in the comments below. Oh, I totally missed this down here. I almost thought about this. This alone is pretty cool, just in general. Check this out. It's like a triangle type piece. It comes into a perfect circle with these little exits to them. They look almost like a gear, and it comes into another thing. Let me brighten this up for us here. Let me just grab this piece here and brighten it up. Let's see. Brightness, image, auto tone. Oops. Image adjustments, brightness. Alright, let's see what we got. Cool. There's like this big Z on top of there, that zigzag on top of this mountain, almost like a built building. And check that out. See that? This looks like it was built. See how it's got that, and it's got this. Tell me that's a crater. I love to see. I love this to be a crater that's got two perfect gear-looking things coming off of it and going from the top straight down, because you can see the bottom of it there too. See as it goes down and comes out. It goes down and comes out into another perfect circle, another dome right there, and another perfect area there. Looks like it was chiseled out. And then you got this dark blackness that just comes out of nowhere. There's three little dots there. Um, so let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna be off this piece for a while. Like I said, this wasn't as mind-numbing as the other ones. The other ones were a little bit better, but if you look at the symmetry in this area in some of these pictures, you're gonna see it. Up here, there's some more pieces that come up out of the earth and just kind of go off, and they've got very symmetrical areas. See how this is up? Oh, I almost forgot the one piece here too. Sorry, I don't want to make you guys sick, but there's a very interesting light phenomenon on this picture that I had not seen, and it was pretty cool in the other ones. Now, of course, I'm looking for, there it is right there. No, it's not right there. Where was it? Every time I go to look for you guys, I do this. Oh, here it is right there. Bingo. Check this out. Now, I'm sure has to be some of the messed up part, but see this right here? That almost looks like when you take a crystal line or a crystal piece to it. Is that from the window or something like that? Anyway, guys, much love. What's up in the sky? Download this picture. You're going to be able to see it much better. 12 minutes in. I probably should only spend a couple minutes on this one. Much love. Peace.